Welcome back to GBGuns, and today I've got a comparison for you if you're trying to figure out with the Kahr arms which way to go, with the value series or the premium line. I was curious just how much of a difference there is. It seems as the time of filming this video, which is June of 2017, the street price difference is $170 or so between the two. So what does that money get you? Or what are you saving? We've got the CW9 and the P9. Equivalent guns of value and premium series. Right off the bat, obviously, cardboard box versus lockable hard case. Something that I've seen a lot of new shooters use for their early range bag or transporting of the gun. Lockable on both sides would probably satisfy most airlines for travel, which is nice. Or the cardboard box, which obviously you need a case otherwise. So there's one area where the savings happens, or the cost is increased, depending on which way you want to look at it. When we open these up and look at them side by side, we get the same nice foam cut, but obviously here once again is a difference between coming with one single magazine or coming with 3 magazines, 2 standard size and one extended. So ask yourself, what does 2 more magazines cost, and is it worth getting them included or maybe not going for it so much? Right away, if you think about the earlier point of using this box for range use, in fact it's even got a cutout here, you can see that, for adding another magazine if need be. If you're getting this gun as one that you're going to be taking to the range and using frequently, maybe already having more magazines, slots for it, and a case to transport is a big plus. However, if you're just looking for a gun that's going to be left in the nightstand or in the vehicle, or is going to be one of your got a gun somewhere kind of guns, then the CW, the value series, offers the advantage there because you don't need all that extra stuff. You know, I have Kahr guns, I've got guns in various rooms, bag guns, things like that. And those guns I usually just need one magazine for. They're just one that's stashed somewhere, and I don't need a case or anything. So the value series has the edge there. However, if I was looking for a gun that was going to be taken to ranges a lot or schools, the premium series is more prepared for that. Let's look at the guns side by side. So there are a few actual physical differences between the two guns. However, those differences might be what you are or are not looking for. Of course, visually we can see there's a difference in roll mark and machining on the slide. The P line has a bit more fanciful of a appearance to it. But other differences include like a plastic sight versus a Trijicon tritium night sight. Getting night sights, depending on where and when you get them and all that, that can run you $80 to $125. So that's already a lot of your cost difference up front if night sights and steel sights is a concern, if it's going to be a harder use gun. Speaking of harder use, slide to stop release, MIM or machined. Now, I applaud them for using the MIM on the value series because really these things don't go through a whole lot of abuse, so who cares? It's a way of saving manufacturing cost and passing that savings on to the consumer and making a less expensive piece. But, like I said, if it's going to be a gun you're going to be shooting a ton or taking to schools, things like that, then maybe you want the extra reliability or assuredness of one that was machined from a solid piece. Triggers feel the same, magazine capacity and frame is the same, but the barrels are different. In the P line, we have a polygonal rifled match grade barrel, whereas in the CW, we have standard rifling. Does that make a huge difference or not? Well, that once again comes down to your use. For utmost extreme accuracy, I would assume the P9's got an advantage. The CW9, however, doesn't shoot bad at all, and really we didn't have any problems with it. Now, I'm sure someone will leave some comments down below as far as different types of bullets, like if you're going to be shooting cast, lead versus jacketed, things like that. That's not really stuff that I've bothered to study much because it doesn't apply to me. I always shoot full metal jacket. So, and of course, hollow points occasionally, but those have a jacket. Once again, it I think comes down to use, and these two guns and their packages, the respective packages and pricing, pairs very well. Dedicated user, going to be using frequently, looking to save some money and just have a gun. Not saying that this is less of a gun, but this lets you save some money and still get the same trigger, the same reliability, same overall feel, and buying an American-made product. So I applaud Kahr for this. I think these two are wisely set up the way they are. And what I am curious about, though, of course, huge variable, but if Erica and I take both of these out to the range, are we going to feel a difference? Is one going to shoot better or not for us? That's what we'll find out soon. Click the bell to get the notification when that video comes out, and we'll get these out to the range. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching GBGuns. If you've waited this long, you either appreciate what we're doing, or you're trying to formulate some type of argumentative comment and get the fight going. Either way, click the big griffin up here to subscribe and see our upcoming videos. Don't forget, by the way, to click on that little bell thing. That gives you a notification, lets you know when there's a new video. Down here is the link for our Patreon. Google revenues have cut. Those covered most of our ammo costs and expenses. If you subscribe to Patreon, you get a sneak peek at some of our videos before they go out to the general public. Those of you doing $10 or more a month do get one of our GBGuns patches. These are quite limited because this stuff's expensive. Up here is a video that Google suggests you'll like based on your watching history. I don't know if it's any good or not. You tell me. And then down here is the playlist most relevant to the video you just watched. Keep in mind, some of these videos fit in more than one playlist. I select one, that's what gets there. But anyways, that's the way the channel works, and thanks again for watching.